Is Elijah Craig Toasted Rye the new king of toasted ryes? Let's find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back to That Bourbon Dude. My name is Charles. Today we're talking about the Elijah Craig Toasted Rye. It's the newest offering coming out from Heaven Hill Distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky, and it's going to be probably filling a gap in the market that I felt that has been there for quite some time. We don't really have an entry-level proof toasted rye that I think fits this price point the way it is, because this is coming in around 59 bucks and is going to be a shelf stable bottle. Let's take a look at this thing here for a second. We got the toasted rye 94 proof, 47% ABV. I want you guys to take a look at that. It's going to be something that we're going to be able to get year round, but I think where this bottle is going to shine is in the fall. When you're outside, you're hanging out around the campfire, you're sipping on something, and that's an idea that I have that's kind of like brewing up here in my head. I want to compare some products outside, because I am a firm believer of what you drink in the house tastes and smells different outside. And then when you introduce outside elements such as just normal wind and air and things, plus having it next to a fire, I think will complete the entire experience. And I have a couple bottles that I want to include in that little bit of series and compare them and see how they stack up. But for now, we're going to fresh crack this Elijah Craig Toasted Rye. Let's get into this thing. Where's this little perforated edge? I know that I should have had this thing open already and breathing, but here's the thing, guys. I want you guys to see my first initial thoughts, and then once we get this thing like opened up for a couple weeks or whatever, and I start doing these outdoor reviews, I think at that moment I want to revisit this and do an independent review of it after it's opened up. So today is just going to be my first impressions, not really a super in-depth feel of what this bottle has to offer. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. Oh, goodness. Wow. Instantly, those rye spices in that toasted barrel, I mean, instantly, as soon as I popped the top on that. Get a big hefty pour of this thing, get this thing set up. All right, let's just do it like a quick immediate nosing of this, and then I'm gonna let it set for 15 or 20 minutes and then come back to it, and then we're gonna give a kind of a basic overview of what I think this product is. Yeah, that toasted rye, wow. You see, it's got, I don't think the toastedness is overwhelming. I do believe that it gives that nice, like fluffy marshmallow feel to it, and then the rye spices coming in, not overpowering. It doesn't give you that dilliness, maybe slightly a little minty, but I think overall really good, approachable nose. I think this would be perfect for someone just now dabbling into the ryes. I think this is a good starting point. Okay. Yeah, not crazy overpowering ethanol, which it is only 94 proof, so not crazy, so that's good. Very, very subtle smokiness there. A little bit of sweet caramels, but you do get a little bit of the baking spices, you know, to get that little rye spice, but not overdone. All right, so let's let this thing hang out for a minute, and then we're going to come back in about 15 or 20 minutes and find out what this thing's about after it's had a moment to breathe. You guys stick around. All right, we are back, and man, can I tell you, when I walked back in here to sit down, the room was enveloped with the smell of this rye whiskey. So let's see how it has done on the nose. I just know from walking back in here, it's crazy right now in this room. Like, it smells like I have spilt something. It is just taken over. Oh, wow. There's like a little subtle undertone of waxiness to it. Okay, just smelling this, my mouth is watering. A little sweetness from that toastiness, a toasted barrel. Man, maybe a little butterscotch. A little butterscotch. Yeah, definitely some butterscotch. That rye spice is still there, but nice and subtle, very approachable. This might be something that you can crush by the campfire. All right, let's get into the palate. Oh my. Okay. I know this is an entry-level offering, so I need to keep that in mind. But, wow. It's pretty doggone good at this 59 bucks. It's a little thin, but what can you expect? It is only 94 proof, but it packs pretty good flavors. This is definitely a beginner rye person's bottle for sure. You can really get into this. This is like desserty good. My mouth is just watering like crazy right now. You probably hear me just trying to hold it back. It is going insane. So it's not super sharp on the palate. It's very subtle. It's very easy to drink this. This is a dangerous bottle. You could pop this thing, and before you know it, you're down to the last pour, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta get up and still walk inside the house from the campfire here. So yeah, this is a good one. Let me go in it again. Ooh. Yeah, a little minty. Yeah. Man, it's hard for me to describe what I am getting from this because my experience in a whole with a toasted rye is kind of limited. But this is something to check out. You need to go into this in your purchase of this bottle with the mindset that this is a budget option, an entry-level position for a toasted rye. This isn't going to be like a $80, $90 toasted rye, like the 3X rye toasted store pick 130 proof stuff. This is not that. So I've seen some of the other reviewers kind of dogging on this bottle, but I think that their expectations are here because they're used to those high dollar bottles. That's not what this is. That's not what this was designed for. This is a base offering to get your foot in the door. And rumor is they're going to be offering store pick versions at barrel proof of this. I don't know exactly when it's supposed to happen, but that's the rumor that I keep hearing. Now, if it does, yeah, I'm probably going to geek out over it because I like this base offering, and you're telling me that I'm going to be able to get a barrel-proof version, store pick this? Yeah, I think I'm going to be a fanboy of that. But as far as this bottle goes, this is a hitter. Getting a little bit of a sawdustiness to it now. Yeah. Sweet, caramels, brown sugar. That mintiness is still there. That rye is where it needs to be. I think for what Heaven Hill has intended this bottle to be, it is spot on. So don't be swayed by the other opinions of the other YouTubers that's been bashing this. I know that they have. I watched the reviews. I don't think they gave it a fair shake because they were holding it to a standard in which that it was not intended to be. But where it's at here is exactly how it needs to be. So thank you, Heaven Hill, for putting out this awesome new offering. You guys have been stepping up to the plate and kind of reinventing the wheel for your distillery. You've done the grained glass, which is a super awesome offering. Now you're doing this. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys put out in the future. And until next time, Bourbon Dude out.